What's up, y'all? Yeah, whoa. You know what? I don't need these. Holy am I pale. I am a pale looking guy right now, but that's okay. Haven't done this in a while. Honestly, I've been dealing with some haters. They're the biggest motivators is what I like to say. But here's looking what we're gonna do here real quick. Not really an original video idea at all. Definitely not original, but we're basically just gonna we're gonna upload quite a bit today. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the gameplay on the live. This thing's a little crooked. Oh my god, I just made it more crooked. Yeah. But essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it down we got the whiteboard, right? We're ready to go today. I'm gonna break it down. Like here's the thing. I want to make my intentions very, very pure because some people are I'm gonna make this very simple. I am only creating this channel to teach football. So if you're an adult and you think that these videos are made for children, then I think you're mistaken because the whole point of the live videos on my channel is to teach adults football. The whole point of the videos on my CGR Gaming Central channel is so you can watch the gameplay of where I actually lab my plays. Because I'm not kidding. My goal is not to be like some of these other guys who talk dirty, womanize, whatever on camera, and then they act like, oh, I didn't make this content for kids when the only people that watch them is 15-year-old boys. So just don't make that mistake. If you feel personally called out, if you feel, I don't know, if you somehow feel that these videos are calling you out or saying something about you, then you don't know me that well, because that is not my intention at all. Basically all I'm trying to state is very purely, I'm just trying to fill some free time. Been trying to do that. This is the only way I can think to do that. And yeah. So essentially, first things first, we're going to draw up a quick little concept here. Honest to God, this has been my favorite concept on this game. And I play 25. I will always play 25. That Kurt Bengart, whoever that quarterback is who plays Madden, got a lot of respect for him. But essentially, what I'm going to draw up here real quick is my own version. Oh, this is where I'm an 8-man guy, right? Because I'm struggling to count them out. And so I'm not going to draw up the pass blocking, because why would I do that, right? Shuffle, kick, and shuffle. Duh. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But kick and shuffle is what you linemen need to be doing, right? Kick, punch, shuffle. Kick, punch, shuffle. And then the other thing I'm going to draw up here. So I would say this is right. What I'm going to show you guys on the board is this is essentially a stick concept. If you don't know what stick is, right? Well, if you're watching this, you clearly don't know what stick is, because stick is one of the oldest plays in the book. But what I like to do is we have the stick concept where you have, right? I have too many guys in line of scrimmage, don't I? No, because he's covered up anyway, so he can't run a route. So he's blocking. Never mind. I did draw this up correctly, I think. That's my thing, right? I played 8-man, so I was an 8-man player, so I will make mistakes sometimes. But right, this is essentially my version of stick. Okay, what I like about my version of stick is you have the fade route, right? That's why it's drawn up dot, 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 because the fade route can be any distance, right? You can work the fade route however you want. You have the slant route cutting underneath the fade. Shout out to any of my kids who played middle school football for me because you know my routes by heart, I bet. Anyway, flat route is who I want my quarterback to hit, especially my young QB. Hit that flat guy. That's why we're double clearing out. We are dead ass clearing out with 2 and get across the field. This stick concept is your free safety little valve, right? So what I just basically did there is I'm kind of straight up trying to like tell everybody that like if you watch or if you're going to let your child, because that's how I feel this should be decided. This is not like, I'm not going to talk about my past careers. I'm not going to talk about what I used to do for work. But if you decide that your child should watch this, that is your conscious choice as an adult. You made that decision because I have never once said these videos were intended for kids. So, without further ado, let's watch. We are actually number 1. So this is Michigan State. I started this dynasty a couple months ago. I've been grinding it way too much. So, not even capping. We are dead ass we're the number 1 team in the nation, 6-0. It's week 8 of 2044. So weird flex right there, but I'm already in 2044. Coach is already at level 50. He's named the GOAT. When I made this one, I basically was like, hey, Mel Tucker got fired. So let's just keep the base generic guy, right? So it basically looks like Mel Tucker, but I just call him the GOAT. We're 6-0. We're playing 5-2 UCLA. Recruiting is already done for the week. And I will be straight up honest and straightforward with this. I'm at the point in this dynasty where I don't even have to recruit because it's 2044 and we're already 6-0, right? I don't need to recruit anymore in this one hardly. So I just recruit very quickly and I get lots of talent. So let's get into it. I don't have the audio. I'm going to turn the audio on for myself. You guys don't really care about the audio, I don't think. It's base generic, right, audio. So, yeah, I'm not going to spoil what happens, but like I said, I seriously am genuinely concerned for like oh my, see, this is what I'm saying. I haven't done this in so long that I'm messing up the lefts and the rights again. And anyway, whatever. Let's get into it. You're not going to be able to hear the audio. You'll just hear me talking. I don't feel like watching. Okay. So, they're saying it's loud at UCLA Stadium, but anyway, my quarterback is Peter Genius, or Genus, whatever. Maybe he's a genius of a species. Left-handed quarterback, real gunslinger. I came out early, and you can call it wishbone, you can call it flexbone. Let's draw it up real quick. I love this concept. Shout out to Rob McDaniel. He's the guy who taught me this concept. He's the guy who really instilled into me like how good a double wing package can be, if that makes sense. With the sniffer back, of course. Shout out Rob. Like I said, I always want to call it a fullback. You said sniffer, so I mean, shout out, man. We're just gonna go X and Y for the receivers. I don't feel like doing the whole XZ thing, right? But I'm not gonna draw any plays up out of this. But for you kids who don't understand, this is the 11-man wishbone flex. This is double wing still, and the only thing I'm going to draw up real quick is before I talk about it on the game is, and this is once again a shout out to that man, state champion, by the way, state champion. In case some of you young bucks forgot that, is this is what he always told me about it, and this is what I love about it too. Look at that, 4 verticals right away. You always have 4 verticals in this. Always, you always have 4 verticals available. I mean, just think about that, right? You always have 4 verticals available. So when I upload this video, if you're a young buck and you're going to watch this, I want you to notice that, right? That even though I sit in this formation, 4 verticals is very simple. So that's honestly the truth, right? Let's get into this. So I ran rocket toss, is what it's called in the game. I essentially consider that to be superpower, right? That is the same thing as superpower. I was taught it as, well, 28 superpower versus, I don't remember actually. So shout out to that guy because he taught me it. But like I said, the whole number system is not what matters here. It's toss, right? You're trying to, the difference there is in one, you're kicking out the end to get up the hole, and the other one, you are wrapping around to get outside. Okay? That's all the difference is. But I basically started out with a toss to the outside, to the left side of the field, get it going, right? Get it going. Now I'm gonna flip it, and I'm pretty sure I'm either gonna run dive up the middle or pitch it the other way. Yep, dive straight up the middle. I hit a nice little truck move, but once again, 2 plays, or a first down and 7 yards. Just running that formation. Here we go again, up the middle, little cutback. 3 for 22. Like I said, I feel silly talking about this because like I've seen this offense in real life, and whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Shout out to Pac Michigan because they won a state title with this. Okay, they did. They won a state title already. So shout out to them for that. Now I'm gonna audible into corners. So never mind. I'm gonna essentially run flood. So I'm gonna run a flood concept out of the same formation here. Boom. Hit that, and that's okay. This is what I love about this concept, right? I'm gonna draw it up again because you know what? I really don't care at this point. If you don't think that this is, I'm gonna draw the type package too, because I honestly don't think a lot of kids understand how good this offense can be. I'm gonna so this is not the version. This is essentially my version of flood out of this. And we're gonna keep him in the block. We're definitely gonna keep backside. We're not gonna drag anybody across the backside here. We're gonna literally block up on the backside. But like I said, flood concept. So a very simple flood concept. Right? Simple flood concept. So what I'm saying is, right? Stretch the field vertically, run the corner, flat route. Now, with 2 receivers, it's going to look a lot different. So that's what bro, some of these people, like, I don't think they understand I don't think they understand, man. Anyway, so that I hit the out route, gained a lot of yards. Another pitch. Yep, another pitch. I'm not gonna. This is only gonna be a 15-minute upload, and like I said, essentially this is a shout out to Rob McDaniel. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. Just watch the film. If you have a kid and they want to learn how to dominate in NCAA 25 or any version of Madden or NCAA 25, which is why I like college football video games because there's more options, more stuff, then yeah. So yeah. That's all I got to say. Peace, love, posterity. Everybody have a great day.